Hi, this is Eldervi, and this is the Reginn Revival banner. After voting for Peony's Revival banner again and again just to see it fail, I am very pleased to see that Reginn at least made it. My Reginn is currently at +5. I've saved up massive orbs after not summoning on basically anything since Dagger and Node. And I also didn't use up all of my orbs there, so... Last time I had that many orbs, I summoned myself a +10 Daddy Hector. Therefore, 5 further copies with the spark included should indeed be possible. I would love to have a better score in AR. It kinda sucks having perfect weeks when it comes to execution, but still not reaching top 1k in terms of merges. So let's hope for the best. Maybe I can have some good vibes with a free summon Reginn already? Nope, doesn't look like it. As always, you can see my summoning bingo of lucky or amusing events on the right. Whenever I tick one of these boxes, I'm going to answer one of your questions, and if I hit 3 in a row or the super bingo tile, I'll have to fulfill the luck penalty. I let you guys pick the penalty in an earlier poll, and it seems like you want me to suffer. If I hit the luck penalty, which isn't that hard given these tiles, I'll have to 5-star every Seth I pulled in this summoning session, and 1 additional Seth for every Reginn I pull. So, if I really intend to +10 my Reginn, that's already 5 Seths for sure. Let's see if we will get a +10 5-star Seth right away from the summoning session. I wouldn't be surprised. I've added a little something for the summoning video as well, and you might have already wondered what the lucky summoner tile means. I did take a look at how much orbs summoners usually spend to get 1, 2, 3 and 4 copies of Reginn, and as soon as I get a copy, I'll take a look if I am among the lucky 50% of summoners, or on that other side. That being said, I'm still waiting for anything. Come on, Reginn! As I am pretty much expecting to tick at least 1 or 2 of these bingo boxes. I mean, come on! You have to give me at least 1 Reginn, even if it's the Spark version. I'm going to pick the first question right away. JoshaWatt360 wants to know, if a unit you want was newly added to FE, how accessible do you want him to be? That's a really good question. 5-star lock obviously not, cause despite what you're seeing in the top corner, I could never imagine to +10 a regular 5-star locked unit. It's just way too expensive. I would be happy about a cool 5-star locked mythic, this would at least be a good goal to summon for. But as much as mythic banners suck, I am not even sure about that. In the past I would have said GHB or Tempest Trial reward for sure. You can always grab the most expensive premium fodder and throw it on those units even when their skills are trash. Or you can easily +10 them with grails. But with the experience we had in those past months, with no exclusive weapons on any GHB character this year besides Veld, Solan and Orson, these units have heavily suffered. People who followed me for some time know that I am a big fan of Sonya, but not having an exclusive weapon together with, for my taste, questionable art made me ditch her in the end. Therefore, the answer is a seasonal 4-star focus unit. These units have been quite amazing this past year. There's again the issue of non-inheritable weapons, but the weapons they got were at least better than Serpent Tome and Rabbit Tome. 400 to 600 orbs at average to +10 them also looks like a sum you can indeed save up. If not at the time they are released, you know at least when they'll be rerun. So yeah, I'd say I'm ready for Halloween Barcode whenever they are. Seems like I'm halfway through with my spark summoning without getting anything so far. So fuck it, we'll just continue with questions. Paul Fang wants to know, which of our artworks was most popular? So, there are multiple answers to this question, depending on how you look at it. Twitter heavily favored my latest drawing of Sakura and Hana, quite heavily in fact compared to my other art posts, which was really heartwarming. Thanks again to everyone who gave it a like or retweet. The very same painting was rather mediocre on Instagram though, where Bernie got 3 times as many likes. Both were overshadowed on Reddit by Petra, which folks over there really seem to like. So you see, the same painting gets very different feedback on different platforms, and therefore it is hard to say which one was overall received best. Therefore, let's talk about real business. As you know, we are also selling prints of these beauties and also other stuff. So, which of these actually fed our children? The clear answer is Claude, who has earned as much as those other three combined. None of our other art pieces sells as well as this gentleman, in the Fire Emblem section at least. Therefore, so many thanks for your ongoing service, Mr. Deer. I really appreciate it. So, we are at over 4% summoning rate within the last 10 summons to the Spark, and I still haven't gotten anything, not even a Seth. Not that I want to attract him, he can very much stay wherever he is right now. Probably haunting people who try to summon Brave Marth instead of Brave Erica. The average number of orbs to summon a single copy of Reginn is at 121. So I am clearly above that already. Not summoning any 5-star up to the Spark actually isn't as unusual as people might think though, which is one of the big issues we have with summoning. I have already prepared lots of data for my upcoming How to Improve Summoning video. And I hope I'll be able to present that to you as soon as I have time to edit it. Which might be either once I win in the lottery and don't have to work anymore, or once my kids turn 18, whichever comes first. 35 summons done. Come on, Reginn, it would be really nice for you to show up now. Huh, it's Legyarn. The time it takes for you to figure out which hero is below that black silhouette is an indicator of how much of a nerd you are. Big time nerd in my case, as it seems. She does have an easy silhouette to figure out though.
My father is flame. Everything he touches will be burned, until there is nothing left.
That's amazing! Outdated dual fodder! Yay! There would be such an easy way to improve older units if you would enable them to simply upgrade those older skills. I'm not even proposing to make those inheritable. I think it would be just nice if any unit who has Fury 3 for example in their base kit could upgrade it to Fury 4. It would be such an easy way to make building pool units much more interesting again. Alright, those are my last few summons till I get the Spark Dragon. I would really appreciate a normal copy of her, like now? Here she is! Hi Reginn! This only took 5 tickets and 153 orbs. I already have a plus attack copy, so I don't care about IVs at all. That's awesome! If this was a regular banner, it couldn't really get better than that. I get the Spark and my summoning rate is down to 3%. Not that the summoning rate of nearly 5% meant anything, but it always feels bad not to finish summoning after you spent tons of orbs for nothing before. Let's see if I can get anything else for that rate. Maybe a 5-star Natasha? Nope, 1 Reginn it is. So, let's get the other one. Alright, 2 Reginns done, 3 left to go. As I said before, a single Reginn usually costs around 120 orbs, so the first copy took me a bit more than that, but that's fine. Maybe I can get another copy right away? No, it's Lyn! Nerd score still in action. I think this is actually the first time I got her. Really like her resplendent design, I would totally get it if she were more easily accessible.
I grew up on the plains, so I'm pretty direct. Still, I have manners, just not etiquette.
Not like I really get to do anything with this single copy. Just imagine if we could upgrade units. Like a special limited item that lets you upgrade units to their alts or vice versa. They could still keep the legendary, mythic and duo versions exclusive, but this could as well have a big positive impact on the pool units. And that's my first pity Morgan. This lad kinda pressed himself into my wall of shame lately. Trying to be competition for Seth, huh? Intern Kun, I hope you're writing this shit down. This is gold content for your next meeting. Hey guys, what about an exclusive item that lets you transform regular pool units into their alts, making merging units a better experience? If people get a unit to like +6 or +7, it is more likely that they will have the desire to finish that open business once we rerun them for the next time. Yeah. Or, hear me out. What about a Christmas Edelgard with the kit of Fallen Edelgard, but she also gets save skills in her weapon and increased stats and doesn't have that beast downside anymore? Yeah, that's better, let's do that! That's how I imagine IS headquarter meetings. It's another Morgan! What are the odds? I can obviously tell you the odds. Summoning a specific 3 or 4 star pool unit is as hard as summoning the focus unit on the same banner. So, this could in theory also be another Reginn. But it isn't. Maybe there will be one soon? What about this orb? You're kidding, right? I don't want you. Do you hear me? Did you forget that you already showed up? I am very open-minded about your mental situation, but 3 is enough, do you hear me? Let's do another question and hope we won't see another one of them. Christian wants to know, what would your thoughts be on crossover events in FE? I'll be totally honest here, I'm not a fan. I don't play any other games, so any other character they were to bring in would be a total no-name for me. And here I am already struggling with some of their OCs with few story parts. I think FE is at a point where they really have to think about their pool sizes in future editions. Things are kinda getting out of hand. And they still have more than enough characters available from their own franchise. This is the last game on Earth that might run out of possible content. Mom, can I have Reginn? Mom? We have Reginn at home! Reginn at home. I love these. Yay, I got a second question, although I already answered 3. I'd say I won't give a shit about the bingo tiles this time and just go with the flow. Moonlight Naginata asks, how do you feel about 3 houses banners winning revival polls whenever any show up? I think it's relatable. Apart from streamers, there aren't too many people who play the older games over and over. Therefore, 3 houses is the most recent Fire Emblem experience many of us have, and there's still some hype around it. We even have to recognize that many Fire Emblem Heroes players might have never played a different game than 3 houses. Do I understand that these folks would rather summon another Edelgard than someone like that green-haired chick from FE4 or 5 or 6? 7? You know, the one that looks like Pala. Wait, there are more of them? Yeah, I can of course relate to that. Is it always the smartest choice, seeing that we had a revival of the Brave units like a week prior to getting the same banner as a Hero Fest? Hell no! I think those revivals were a big chance for older banners like the Peony banner I was talking about, which didn't have the chance to spark yet. But now, if people want to have 3 houses, let them have 3 houses. Apart from legendaries, mythics and seasonals, there are multiple occasions to reasonably merge or get normal pool units. You might be missing the spark, but skill banners are in general often much better to summon on than these 4-man banners. Am I happy Reginn got a revival? Sure as hell I am! Reginn! This took me another 126 orbs, which makes me suddenly officially lucky. Not crazy lucky, just a little bit lucky.
I hope my brothers and I can all live together as a family again someday.
Yeah, after the latest chapter, I kinda doubt that. Poor girl. I'm again at 4%, so let's see if this circle has anything else of interest for me. I do care about having a good 5 stars per Orbs rate, and there is nothing better in pushing that rate into your favor than having 2 or more 5 stars in the same circle. Not this time, as it seems. Going on, Antonio asks, we all know that you have your Bernie syndrome for quite some time. Did you ever regret it? So, first of all, for those who are unaware, what is the Bernie syndrome? It's a joke that originates from my Patreon, coming from the fact that I was late in posting several pieces of art in the past and also today, because I totally overcommitted with the motive and especially the background. Apparently it all started with this Lysithia drawing, which made us paint a library. By hand. Each and every single one of these goddamn books by hand. And there were even more on the wallpaper version. I mean, there is of course copy and paste involved to some degree, but to be honest, copy-paste can only take you so far in a situation where perspective and realistic flair matters. I want an end result that looks stunning, and not like either low effort or just a stolen photo, or in the worst case both at the same time. The next piece in the way too much detail section was the origin of the name Bernie herself. Wings of Mercy! Never can get enough of that. My commissioner wanted her to lie in a field of flowers out in the moonlight, but as we all know, Bernie and outside are 2 words rarely used in the same sentence. Apart from when you say, Bernie never goes outside. That's fine, I guess. As it is very important to us to draw these characters not only look-wise, but also character-wise, I came up with the idea of having her lying in her room while dreaming of the outside world. Holy, what's going on? Fuck off, Siegbert, I'm telling a story right now. There was a question about my favorite Fates Royal, and it's obviously not you.
I cannot shirk my studies if I wish to become a great king.
So, for Bernie's imaginary world, I needed imaginary flowers growing out of her sheet. And you can guess where this goes. Each stupid flower was in some way or another painted by hand. And ever since then, we've continued coming up with difficult background designs here and there, which often result in delayed posting times, and these are commonly referred to as Bernie syndrome by now. So, for the actual question, do we regret it? Hell yes! Every single day of my life. I am at a really difficult place when it comes to art. Being only able to draw a single piece per month while still being under a lot of time pressure annoys me, especially when I see tons of other artists who finish an entire painting in the time I finish my sketch. I try to convince myself that looking back I'll be happier with high quality than with quantity, but less content obviously means fewer opportunities to be found by new people. Like some lad from afar. No comment. At the same time, these paintings are still far from being perfect. I'm still struggling with a lot of quality things, more than people might think. I have something I'd call artistic bulimia, without wanting to step on the toes of people with real bulimia. I never feel like anything I do is good enough. I always think things have to be even better in order to be successful. So I add detail, add texture, add even more detail, zoom in even closer, fix the tiniest things, zoom out, still feel unsatisfied, go in again, up to the point of total exhaustion. That's the point of throwing up. Not that I really am, but my feelings are for sure. I am usually rarely proud of a painting at the time I post it. I am rather done with it, but you obviously can't post it saying, "Here it is, I think it's bad, but I would still be happy about a like to show that it didn't completely waste my time." Doesn't sound good when you're still trying to advertise. It's kinda similar when it comes to making videos. I mean, look at this. Summoning bingo with Q&A, luck penalty, wall of shame tracker, statistics, orbs per 5-star, and now I even had to add a comparison to the average summoner. and I still think it's a bad video no one ever wants to watch. I have some serious issues. But funny enough, after some weeks pass, I suddenly look at my paintings, videos not as much, and start feeling proud about what we did. I guess I sometimes need a bit of distance, which I don't get while working on the same piece nearly every day, to realize that it isn't as bad as I thought it was. I suddenly start feeling proud about all the little details and extra efforts we did in order to make those pieces stand out. So, in the long term, I do think that the Bernie syndrome is worth it. I hope so. Being that slow and given Fire Emblem's huge cast, we rarely get to draw the same character twice. Therefore, I'll give it my all no matter what to make that one piece count. I guess this was a way longer and deeper answer than I thought it would be. So, where the hell is my Mercy Reginn? I could really need one right now. I am once again at 4%, so... please? Oh, it's Nyx. She has NFU, I think.
My name is Nyx, and I will thank you to not treat me like a child.
Now that my Micaiah is rocking her Vantage set again, I am not in desperate need of NFU anymore. But I guess it's nice to have. Let's see if 4% can give me anything else. Nope. Also nope. Okay, whatever. The next question comes from Jer, asking, which new units banner should we definitely have had by now, but we still have not gotten, and who should be on it? My answer is Dawn Brigade, feel like it's 2 years overdue. I totally agree in terms of the Dawn Brigade, and I honestly don't know what IS is thinking. I mean, I rarely do, but I thought it was strange for how long Micaiah was shafted. First to make an appearance at all, and her legendary version also took super long considering she's the main protagonist of her game. I also always wondered why so many characters of the Telios cast are labeled as Radiant Dawn characters, and there wasn't a significant change to their abilities or attires, like Soph or Lynxia had. Most of the Lagoos, for example, should be part of Radiant's cast, as there are enough worthy new characters in Radiant Dawn itself. But who knows? They will come eventually. With a whole group missing, there is no chance they'll be shafted forever. I have more fear for characters like Boyd or Kamui, who have no real place on the banner anymore, but I guess there's still seasonal hell for them? And here is Lucina, in the only acceptable attire. She thinks so too. I never thought Faye could implement art, which I hate even more than Lucina's resplendent attire from a stylistic point of view. I mean, the art is totally fine by itself, it's just not Lucina. But then we got Duo Shida, the only unit I might be willing to even send home, just to not have their faces in my barracks. I'm usually very open-minded when it comes to art, but... like, no shade, but I wish the artists had taken as long as I take to rework their stuff. Both Shida and Plumera's characters deserved a lot more than big tits and silly smiles. Munch Kimmy 25 asks, which meta, current or any of the previous ones, of Fey Aether raids did you enjoy the most and why? Which one was the worst and why is it the 6th unit legendary Sigurd meta? So, I am sorry to disappoint you, but I did enjoy the times of the legendary Sigurd and bridal Catria meta most. I really love fast turn 1 strategies. I love to build them and I love to figure them out. Who has which assist, who is going to move first, where do I have to place which characters to make things work. And there have always been viable counters. There are save skills, obviously, but also Vantage. I am using my Vantage Micaiah a lot against these maps and it is so satisfying. Unlike the things I said earlier, I actually also like defense, at least parts of it. I am a big fan of the gravity playstyle it enables. Kill a unit, inflict gravity and make the rest unable to move. I wish it was a skill rather than a building, but it still could be on a future mythic. But in my opinion, the effect has to end right there. Units don't move unless you end up in their range, but passive skills like restores or healing still take place if there is a unit that qualifies. It makes you think, it makes you come up with cool strategies, things that are awesome to watch as content. So let's talk about the meta I enjoy least. I am sorry to say it, but for me it's armor balls. Armor balls are the exact opposite of that. They require little to no thinking and purely rely on not getting damaged at all. They are not a lot of fun to play against, and I also don't really enjoy watching them in my replays when people do nothing but pressing the end turn button. And to be clear, that's just personal taste, coming mostly from the fact of being a content creator. I just don't enjoy it. I understand why they implemented them, I think it was a smart move, and it certainly enhanced many of the armor units which were dead before. But there were sadly also some candidates which weren't dead, and which became exceptionally good now. So you kinda only get to see them again. Oh, hi Roy. Poor boy, totally outclassed by his dad.
My father is unmatched at fighting, even on horseback. I have much to learn from him.
These units have a lot of self-awareness today. 4.75% already. I am pretty sure I am not among the lucky Reginn summoners anymore. Those past minutes have been quite a struggle. Hopefully it's going to be worth something. It's a Marv, a brave one. So cool.
These clothes are those of Altea's first king, King Henri.
If I had wanted to summon you with effing 181 orbs, I would have sparked you on your own banner. Thanks for showing up. Why? This is kinda cruel. And this has to be a bad joke. For real, Morgan? I think you might become my new arch nemesis. I can't believe it. At least Marv doesn't completely destroy my build-up pity rate. I think I go down only by 1%, is that right? Yeah, I'm still at 4%. Oh my! 4 copies should cost around 610 orbs, so I should have more than enough orbs to finish this business. But I would of course be happy if I could save as many orbs as possible for upcoming mythic banners. My light score is still horrible after I spent 800 orbs for 2 copies of Dagger. +9 Reginn! Isn't that dope? As expected, the brave Marv put me out of my lucky summoner spot, but I am glad I got her so soon after this fiasco.
My brother Fafnir is a hero to me. He's always protected me.
Cute. Can I finally also get something else? Please? Here we go! Faye, I forgive you for being nasty to me before.
Ah, you resemble His Majesty in many ways. He was so benevolent.
I resemble Leon's dad? Thanks. What a compliment. I am so close to the luck penalty, but I still didn't summon a single Seth. What the hell is wrong with the summoning session? That was the one tile I was sure I'd tick. Even more sure than the sparked focus Reginn. Seth haunted me on banners where I didn't even go for red. Maybe my constant negative vibes towards him have made him anxious? Do I have to feel sorry? Düssel! Hi there! That's my only unit this summoning session, which I got at a 3% rate.
I am Düssel. I was once the Obsidian General of the Great O Empire, but circumstances demand I turn my back on my home.
Phew, I feel like I've answered tons of questions already. Reginn, please? There's only one copy missing. If my sheet is still correct, I am still above the 50 percentile of orbs being necessary to summon 4 Reginns. So that will obviously not get better anymore. But I would really appreciate not landing in the 75% and above tile again. Please? Come on! I have a feeling that you'll be my last Reginn. Here we go. Oh hey, Lobster Boy! Good timing. As I said before, I was indeed asked which of the Fates Royals is my favorite. I'd definitely go for the 2 big boys, Ryoma and Xander, with Ryoma having a small edge.
I see you're taking notice of my armor. Do you find it unusual?
I really like the royal designs. I totally like the historical and cultural inspiration they have, and I am a total sucker for traditional Asian garments in general. I also really like both Sakura and Elise, and I also like Camilla and Takumi. Fall and Takumi even more. And yes, I realized that I named almost all of them by now, which only leaves poor Hinoka and Leo, who I actually don't like as much. That makes me feel like an asshole now, but it can't be helped. Each family has some kind of black sheep, I guess. It's Reginn! She's done! I probably never have to dip into Chaos Red on Mythic banners again.
I hope my brothers and I can all live together as a family again someday.
She's my 4th 5-star exclusive plus 10 unit, and I couldn't be more proud. I guess I'll take the other orbs as well, just to see if the game is extra funny, giving me 2 copies in the last circle. I am so happy. I did use a bit more orbs than average. I think I'm at 660 orbs used, plus tickets, while the average is around 610 orbs. But this is really close, so I definitely can't be mad about that. This feels really good. At the same time, this means the summoning session is over. For the first time in Summoning Bingo's history, I didn't hit the luck penalty. All because of Seth. That's really crazy. I never thought this would happen. I mean, I don't make those tiles super difficult to be fulfilled. I guess that means that I'll be spared of any 5-star Seth for now. But I have a feeling that this is not over yet. So many thanks for watching this till the end, and a very warm welcome to those clicking right to the end to see if I made it. Look at my plus 10 Reginn, bitches! I should say something like, sorry for the nudes I accidentally dropped during that one question, hope you didn't mind, in order to make them watch the whole video as well. Wouldn't that be funny? I hope my next video will finally be a whale hunter again. I have tons of new crazy matches saved up for you, so have a good day and see you soon. Bye!